It was a great college basketball game. Tennessee is a championship program. Rick and his staff have done a tremendous job. Their efficiency on offense was evident in the sense that there wasn't much we could do to stop them in the first half. They got great looks, and they controlled the game with their offense. We were able to stay in range by making some shots and having some effort and energy plays. Second half, I think the pace of the first half may have had something to do with the fact that we had a little bit more energy in the second half to extend, to guard, to execute offensively. There were times when we didn't call timeout in the first half when the game was beginning to get away from us, but I liked the tempo. And I thought that maybe it could have a wearing effect on Tennessee. Very, very proud of our seniors for how far they've come and how much they worked to become competitive and be able to be a team in the SEC that would garner some respect amongst their peers. They did that. They've done that. Our crowd. This is the second time that Dick Vitale's been in our arena this year. And he saw a great game against Kentucky, and he saw a great game against Tennessee. And he has to leave here thinking this might be a top 25 college basketball program. Not just a top 25 team, maybe it's a top 25 program. Wouldn't that be something? But for those things to happen, you got to win in March. You got to win in tournament time. I told the guys before the game, win or lose, let's see where we're at. We won't be playing anybody any better than Tennessee and Nashville. Let's just see where we're at, and then, regardless of the outcome, let's get together and let's go try to win 3 games. Grant Williams is a great player, great competitor. Bone played terrific, today, and he obviously played 37 minutes. He's a real key. They played 6 guys, very heavy minutes, and we had just a little bit more balance with 8 guys in double-digit minutes and a touch more balance, which I think helped. Y'all been asking, when is Chuma going to do this or when is Chuma going to do that? And the key as a coach is to, and I'm not saying that at all critical, please don't misunderstand me. Sometimes my job is to not put him in positions to fail. And we all have seen him at times do those things, but he took over the game at times against player of the year type people like Schofield and Grant Williams. And none of us were surprised. Coach Barnes isn't surprised. He knows how good Chuma is. But it's been a great process to see. The key to success is to do what you do. Jared, have 8 assists and 2 turnovers and make shots. Bryce, shoot with a good efficiency and don't turn the basketball over. Javon McCormick came in and gave us great minutes and made plays. And again, Samir and Malik combined were very effective at the 3 position at times in the game, crucial times in the game. So great win for our program, and can't thank our fan base and our students enough for coming out spring break. And they were treated to something special tonight.
What do you think about, what does it say about Jared Harper, the way he's kind of finished just the 2 games this week with key plays, key free throws, key baskets?
He's had 4 great games. He just has had 4 great games. In many ways, put the team on his back, accepting the responsibility of a quarterback to have to make plays. And he's been exceptional. And for us to be able to play against a really good defensive team like Tennessee and only turn it over 5 times, we played with some purpose. You have to. You cannot waste possessions. against a team like Tennessee, as well coached as they are. And to shoot 54%, 44% from three, 76% from the line, we won the game. Tennessee didn't lose it. We won the basketball game because of the quality of our play.
Bruce, is that the best ball movement you guys that you've seen over this group?
Yeah, I mean, that ball was flying. You know, with 16 assists, 5 turnovers, a lot of extra passes, and it was contagious.
Let's talk about the second half. You got the tempo up, and you ended up plus 14 in fast break points.
Yeah, but the tempo was up, and we got a little. You know, we got rebounds and we ran, and we've got speed and quickness that can get down the floor. You know, I just you know, it was a top 5 win. Again, I just reflecting on the program. You have to do stuff like that if you're going to consider yourself a top 25 program. And then the only other thing too is it's just so awesome to share it with friends and family. You know, Dr. Leith after the game, Alan Green, all the people that are working with, you know, Coach Malzahn and Christie, you know, just a lot of the other coaches that were there, my staff, it's family. It's family. All those seniors and their family, all the kids. I'm very grateful for the support. We don't win it without the building being like it is. And very proud.
Bruce, you've talked a lot about history, and before every game you're saying we're such and such against this team over the last 20 years, and you talked about how you hope this program's now viewed as a top 25 program. You just beat a top 5 team. Auburn hasn't done that since 1995. Going forward, you've obviously laid the foundation, but what is this program capable of in March this year and beyond?
If we all guard and compete on the boards and make shots and play together and get blessed, and God's got to bless us and has in so many ways. All you got to do is put yourself in position to let that blessing happen. It's all you can do. Work hard, put yourself in position, and maybe get some blessing. But the more you do it, the more you become a top 25 program. And so that's why the history matters to me. Everybody in the country recognizes that Tennessee's a Final Four team. Everybody in the country now recognizes that Auburn is capable of beating, and in fact did beat a Final Four team.
First, this season, you start off 2-4. You kind of get it back, and then you have the huge blowout at Kentucky, and then since then you haven't lost a game. Just talk about your players overcoming those things, and then.
I would give my players and my coaches the credit for that, in the sense that resiliency within the framework of a locker room is all about relationships. It's my team chaplain, Randy Reed. It's my assistant coaches, Wes and Marquise and Ira and Steven and Chad, Mike, you know, Ryan, the managers, and Ian, keeping it together. We started off 2-4 because we played 4 games in a row and one home game against Kentucky. That's why we started off 2-4. And also Austin was hurting early in the year. He went out after the 3rd or 4th game, and probably leading up to that really never quite hit his stride at the start of the SEC season. So he was out there playing through some pain, not playing as well, plus the road. But I think we're 9-3 since that start. In the toughest league, as tough a league as there is in the country. So you got to talk about resiliency and mental toughness and confidence within the framework of the locker room. And we went on the road and won at Georgia, won at Alabama, won at Vanderbilt. You know, with the except we're 3-1 in our last 4 road games for a team that can't win on the road. You must continue to win to change perception.
Bruce, going off that,
about 3 weeks ago, you sat here and said the good news for you guys is that you haven't played your best basketball yet. You're 5-1 since that stretch heading into the postseason. Do you feel like this team started to play its best basketball?
Yeah, I would say we are playing our best basketball. Part of it is the quality of the opponent bringing that out. Don't play your best basketball at Georgia, at Alabama, home against Mississippi State, home against Tennessee, you're going to get beat. So part of it was being in position to be able to do those things and, guys stepping up. Going to their strengths and staying away from the weaknesses. That's the biggest thing. What do? Go to your strengths, stay away from your weaknesses, and I think you're seeing more and more roles defined. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just running on. Kind of happy.
More technical questions from tonight. Obviously, Grant was terrific. He's a terrific player. But when Chuma was on him, I don't have the numbers in front of me. It seemed like Grant didn't like that as much. Were you tempted to play Okeke on him more?
Yeah, Chuma. I'll make a shout out. I'm gonna ask the coaches in our league to please vote for Chuma on the all defensive team. It's not an inappropriate request because he's not going to lead the league in steals or block shots or statistics that will say that. I asked my respected colleagues if they trust my opinion. He is a tremendous defender. He can guard Jordan Bone. He can guard Kyra Lewis on switches. And Admiral Schofield and one of the reasons why he's got a tremendous future in the NBA is he can guard any position on the floor. He's got the size, the length, the foot speed, stay in front. He is always in the right place defensively, always. And because he may not block shots or get a ton of steals, he may not be in people's minds. I hope not. I sure hope he makes that because he's good. He's as good as I've coached defensively.
So why not on Grant more?
Either foul trouble. Here's why. Who would guard Schofield? So, in a sense, I actually started to make the change in a timeout, but then I would have had to put either Anthony or Horace on Schofield, and that would have pulled them on the perimeter, and I didn't like that. So, I'll stick with Anthony and Horace. I mean, Anthony and Horace, down the stretch, we got to get a rebound, we got to get a stop. Next time.